Hello and welcome. So that is myself, Andy, co-host Nicole.
Hey.
Official Alienate UK tattoo artist Tim.
Hello everyone.
And the Rendlesham guru himself, Alex Lovelock.
That way.
Evening. The guru, eh? Oh, well,
The guru.
Yeah.
But I'm just looking at my pictures that I've got on here, and I've got a map. I'm gonna put it on. Every other time I've put it on, I've just flashed it on there because there's a bit of a story behind it. I'll tell you that in a minute. So before we do start, I just want to say hello to everyone in the chat, everyone listening on podcast. We are part of the Unex network, explaining the unexplained paranormal radio over in the US. So this usually goes out at 10 p.m. EST on a Saturday evening. Last week it didn't because I forgot to send it. This week, Race is busy sorting stuff out, so it might not go on. So we might not be on until the week after, but we are still part of the Unex network. It's all good. So hello, everyone who's on the syndicate, and thank you. So that's that done. So, hi guys, how is everyone? It's been a while since I spoke to any of you.
Yeah.
You saw me on Wednesday.
Yeah, you spoke to me last Sunday. You was with us last Sunday.
That's what I mean. It's like I've seen Tim on.
Don't even ask me what day it was. I can't
Tuesday.
remember.
He did me tattoos on Tuesday. So
was it Tuesday? Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's only the knuckle one, the red one. That's the only one that saw. The rest of them are quite.
Well, we'll be there.
Yeah.
Did you memorize what they mean yet?
No, I have to keep looking at that message I sent you because I haven't got a clue. No, but they're good. I know which the other four are that I want, so
cool.
It's all good.
Next week. Do that next week, one day.
Yeah, chance to heal and perfect. Thank you. Yeah, so about 3 years ago, I interviewed a guy who lived in a van near Rendlesham. I'm not going to give his name because he was a bit iffy about doing the interview to start off with. So he used to go walking his dogs. Literally, Rendlesham was in his back garden, and he was out. They've been out and they've seen him and his mate. I don't know if it's him and his mate or him and his brother, and they've been out walking the dogs at night. I think there's ratting or something, or rabbiting. I'm not sure, but they had like little Jack Russells and that. I'm sure that's the story. Don't hold me to that. I might be completely wrong. So they're coming back and they've seen two orbs coming towards them. Now they thought, well, they've seen two car headlights coming towards them, I should say. And as he got nearer, it was getting brighter and bigger. And I think then they just split up and then just burnt out to nothing. And not long before or not long after that, this was found. Because where they used to go walking the dogs, there used to be a lot of military presence. They'd come up in the jeeps and the little armoured vehicles and just ask them what they were doing. They'd tell them, "Well, just walking the dogs. It's open land." Right, that's fine. And then they'd leave him, but they'd feel that they was watching him all the time. Anyway, when this thing that I'm going to show you in a minute, when this was found, apparently some military personnel turned up looking in a bit of a panic, like they'd lost something. And this is what it was. This is where I get shut down.
So they lost the map?
This is a map of Rendlesham Forest, including military buildings.
God. Wow.
Yeah. It's a big map with a lot of detail on it. And it was, as you can see, it's been folded and it was just there on the floor.
What are the pins indicating?
I don't know. He didn't explain.
So
I think
that's the runway, isn't it? It must be the runway.
Yeah. Looks like a runway, doesn't it?
Where the green and yellow in the circle, like top, like middle right, just before the green and yellow on their own, that's got to be the runway, and we're going to be towards the bottom left at Eastgate or thereabouts.
Yeah.
And the other yellow one is probably the UFO site. Could be. That's what I'm looking at.
Maybe the. Well, I'm thinking that, and the red one is possibly the entrance into the base.
I think.
Are you going to follow the map?
Depending which way that is, if that runway, if that's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should know, shouldn't I? But that red one is near where Derek was banned, and that is, you know, that big Mr. Blobby photo.
Yeah, Michelin man. Yeah,
that's where he was running from.
See that map? I can't delete it off here because it's the only copy that I've got.
Right.
And once you upload media onto StreamYard, you cannot draw it back. I think Nicole's fell asleep.
Oh, didn't know that.
No, you put the map up and then the internet starts freezing.
I'm not putting it up again. So it's a few years old, and it was dumped, so there's nothing that says top secret or anything on it.
No.
So good. Oh, right, as well. So drone news. Are you ready?
Yes.
I did my drone test. I've got my flyers. I did my flyer's ID and my operator's ID. So your flyer's ID is
yeah.
1 second. I don't know what it is. Your operator's ID lasts for a year, and that's the one you pay for. £11.
Yeah, that's it.
Your flyer's ID lasts for 5 years, and you have to do a test. It's 40 multiple answer questions. I without reading, without looking at anything, and I got 32 out of 40. So, but you can keep doing it until you pass. There's no time limit.
That's free, isn't it? That runs along free with it, doesn't it? You get the option.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So I've got both. So now I can fly more than one drone. So I might get a fleet. Who knows? But
let's have a fleet and then.
Yeah, but so with the operator's license, if you've got a drone with a flyer ID, you can fly it under my name, but I'd be responsible for your actions. It's all very complex.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I did it today because I thought if I don't do it now, we'll end up getting arrested. We, as a collective, not me on my own.
Well, I
I've
can still run.
never met you. I've never met you before, mate. I don't know who you are.
And you can fly over forests, in forests. You can fly over recreational areas, but you've got to be 120 meters above everyone. These are different like restrictions of how far you have to be.
Yeah.
You can film anyone. Yeah. You can film anyone at any time, but you are not allowed to upload it onto the internet or share it with anyone unless you get the permission of the person in it. There's so much media laws in it. It's just a load of stuff. So I've been doing that all afternoon.
There's a maximum altitude as well, isn't there?
Is it 1,200 feet or something?
I can't remember, but I know there is one.
I think you guessed that one.
How they enforce that, I don't know.
I don't know, because you can pick them up on radar, can't they?
I shouldn't think so. That size, could they?
Yeah, anything the size of a peanut.
Oh, right.
If it's got the EMF in it, then it can pick it up.
Right.
So, I think Nicole got abducted.
Yeah.
She's gone. Entire computer just froze. Couldn't even move the mouse. Right, she'll be back on in a minute. Yeah, so got all that set up. Charge the night vision goggles. They're charged. I'm only bringing the gimbal, the night vision, and the drone. 2K 2 meters, analog and digital, dowsing rods, a normal torch, a UV torch, and a laser pointer. And that's it. And they all fit in my bag. So it's not like loads of stuff to carry. So
cool.
Yeah. So that's the pack up for tomorrow. Pretty much.
And some sandwiches.
Yes. I've actually got bag of snacks.
Yeah.
Because there's no shops or anything around there. Unless
no,
you can catch a rabbit. Yeah, if you can catch a rabbit, skin it and cook it, then you'll be all right. Failing that, you're gonna starve. So
chill
up. Yeah. So that's all I'm taking. I'm not going to be using it all at once. That's the thing. Just different ones at different times.
Yeah, I've got a few bits and pieces I'll bring.
Yeah. So Alex, you're taking your night vision goggles.
Yeah.
Are you taking a camera? You normally take your camera, don't you?
I'll take the 35mm. Yeah, I'll take that for the afternoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'll just take that on my phone and my night vision.
Oh, I'm taking my spare phone.
Right.
For doing the filming because it's got. Then I'm not going to drain the battery on my phone in case I need it.
Good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's charged up. It's on airplane mode. So just do it for filming.
Okay. Yeah.
So there is going to be us three, Elaine, 2 Simons, Mr.
Well, that's handy. Because I'm terrible at remembering names. We've all got the same names. We'll be that.
Just call everyone Dave. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Is Mike coming as well?
Yes, because he's picking some. He's picking some batteries up. That's because I wrote that. He's picking Og up.
Oh yeah.
So that's it. So hopefully the weather's not supposed to be too bad, is it? You said it's going to get a bit windy.
Well, I got a message from Elaine today. Elaine, that it's going to be rubbish. But I've looked; it doesn't look too bad. It's after about 6 o'clock it starts to get a bit.
Is it?
Yeah, a little bit manky because in the rain, obviously, it's no good for filming because all you get is spots on it.
No.
lens. You know, it's
You
rubbish,
quit,
isn't
you
it?
quit. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. You can actually get the weather for Rendlesham Forest
I wouldn't
as,
say no
as
to
a
it.
place. Saturday, 80% chance of rain, but
Gosh.
that's not until
6 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
about 6 o'clock, and then it stops. Yeah, 6 o'clock or 5:30, and then nothing from 6:30. So we'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, any ideas where you're going to want to go tomorrow?
So first point of call I was thinking was the back of the runway. So where we went last before Solomon joined us. That guy, as we were leaving,
that's right.
because where we were stood, because we followed that path up, and I'm like, oh my God, the energy. I was like a kid in the sweet shop. The energy was just so, exhilarating. It was weird. And then,
it is, isn't it?
yeah, we walked round, and remember when I was filming them rabbits through the fence, they're running up and down.
Yeah.
And then we could hear what sounded like two females having a conversation, but there's nobody about. Then about 2 minutes later, two guys, like all hiking gear on backpacks, come walking up and round back towards the car park. Definitely weren't them.
No. It's funny enough because I've got some photographs. I was looking at them yesterday.
Yeah.
It's around where the hangars are.
Yeah.
And there's some really quite strange shadows over there. I've never noticed that before. So, but I don't know. I mean, I could be anything, but it could have just been sort of something on the camera. I don't know. But yeah, I remember the voices. But the chanting is what I've heard a couple of times walking up track 12.
Like the chattering.
That's it.
Is it
Chanting,
Sumerian?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
God.
Yes, it's a strange place.
Yeah, because we've had. Sorry, go on.
No, I'm just saying it's so exciting. I'm so looking forward to it.
I know I am.
I was there in February.
Yeah,
but like I listened to you on Sunday at you two, and you mentioned about a wind went past you, Alex, like a strong wind.
Remember, because you said to me, you went, "Did you feel that?" I'm like, "No, I don't know what you're on about." You went like a big gust of wind just went straight through me.
That was where I mentioned Alistair Crowley.
Ah, yes.
Mike, there was Mike, Elaine.
No, but it happened when me and you were there.
And there was a slight. It was like a wind came.
Yeah,
I
was stood right next to you, and I'm like, nothing. Didn't feel a thing.
Yeah, strange.
That was the weird bit.
And every time Elaine, we go in with Elaine in there, she comes over feeling quite not too clever.
Yeah,
giddy. But there's things about I've been checking up on a lot of stuff. I've been going down there for 12 years now.
Yeah,
2-3 times. Depends out. But everything was fine until 2017, and that's when it went quiet. That's when it went off, and it's been off the boil ever since, actually. But where that bit is, where you get the wind and as you're walking through that past the airfield, that will then, if you go back to the old days, you got Sutton Hoo, and don't forget that was all joined together.
Yeah.
But the forest actually they didn't plant the trees in the forest until 1919. That wasn't a forest. It's all man-made.
Yeah, because we was trying to work out how old the trees were. Yeah,
1919. But was going to talk, maybe mention it later, but I have got a theory. After all these years, I've got a theory as to what that person was behind my daughter.
Yeah.
And all where we walk is where Boudica, or Boadicea, whatever you want to call her, and her clan, that's where they were there. But it belonged to the kings, didn't it? The Angles.
Yes.
And so you think what's happened there over all those years? Forget the alien stuff.
Yeah.
Personally, I think that's gone. I think that's been and gone. I think so. I mean, it was there, but now looking back and thinking about what's happened and what I've been picking up and the photographs with the monks and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
That's all got to be to do with the Iceni times. Yeah. How long does that take me to work out? Oh, yeah, about 12 years.
Is that all?
Yeah, because we know it's like it's punctured, doesn't it? You don't really know what's going on in there.
I know. And it's the not knowing. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to. How's that going? I just want to get the picture up that you sent me of the tree.
I've got it on here. I've got it on here as well.
All right.
Took me ages to get it up this morning, so after I got to do it. But I'll tell you the interesting thing about this. The night I went down there, first time I ever went in the forest, there was about 10, 12 of us. Derek, you know his brother, Derek Savory.
Yep. Yeah.
And the night before, Derek's brother was attacked on track 12 by some unseen energy force. Well, that night is where, that's it. That night, Andy, is where the voice or the man said to me, leave the ancients and aliens alone.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Just before Derek passed, a few weeks, he said to me, when you mentioned the ancients, he said, I didn't understand. He said, but I do now. And I think the ancients are actually taken over now, where the ET's kind of left off. Anyway, you see that picture? That's my daughter, and that's my granddaughter. But the one behind her, now reading about the Icenes and the other.
Yeah.
And I'm now thinking, is that one of this, maybe not from the Iceni, but another band of warriors, if you like.
But if you look, so because it looks female, I'm not saying it is.
Yeah,
let's call it a she. If the arm was going straight down by the side, you would see the shoulder and the arm would come down and it'd be filling that gap like the way your daughter's is, but because she's got her arm in front of her, but the arm is going out because that bit is not part of your daughter. That's the arm going straight across behind your daughter.
And where she's looking out, you see, she's looking out over towards
that
cable.
That there's roughly how wide the fence is, isn't it? It's about 4 foot.
Yeah.
That was good timing.
I swear to God, you have me on some kind of watch list.
But, you know, this has been bugging me for like 10 years, Andy, this picture.
Yeah.
But that figure is looking straight across cable.
Yeah.
Straight across the field.
Yeah.
But that, and then of course I've been reading up on this today about Boudica, the Iceni tribe and all the rest of it. And then I thought, I wonder if that has something to do with this woman. I'm sure it's a woman in the picture.
Sure it looks feminine. Just with the like the shape of the hips and the bottom of the back. Excuse me. But so where this bit is, where your daughter's left hand is, that, like I said, that's roughly where the fence is. Them trees that are then they're on the other side of the field, aren't they?
That tree, that's the big tree, and then you got
this bit.
That's it.
Then
the fence. Bit. Then there's no trees, no trees beyond that.
So where that fence is, it then drops down and goes quite steep, and then levels out into the field. So it's a good, about 150 yards before it levels out?
Yeah, I suppose it must be.
It's quite a bit, isn't it? It's not. It's not shallow. It's quite steep and goes on for quite a while.
But I'll tell you what, this was taken. It's about August,
right?
About 7:30, 8 o'clock in the evening. In the sun,
I've got a question for you for this.
Yeah.
What's this bit?
Oh God, yeah. Someone else point. I don't know.
Because that might be the ram, and then it's going up. Because if you look at your daughter's neck, she's got that bulge in her neck, same as.
Oh God. Shame watching this freak her out.
Same as they've got like a cuff around the neck. That's what it looks like. You're like the Tudor. I don't know what you call them. You know the frilly things, what Edwardians and like Henry VIII and all that wore. I have no idea what they're called. One of them neck cuffs.
A ruff they call it.
Yeah, ruff. That's it. Yeah. Right. So that looks like the arm is either going up and up onto the tree, but then that's like a really long arm, or it's going out.
Bend it that way.
I don't know, mate.
Yeah, you say that, but that thing shouldn't be in the picture. So, do you know what I mean? There's no right or wrong, is there?
Do you know? So, you've been with me, Andy. Every time I go there, and I go there quite a lot, I stand, I take a selfie, I do anything by that tree.
Yeah.
I've had people, and there's nothing.
But me and you were stood. So I was stood where your daughter is. You're stood where the entity is, and we're leaning. The branch comes right down, and you can lean on it like waist, like chest height. It was a sunny day. We stood in the shade and we're chatting and we're talking about all the stuff, Brenda Butler and all that. What was witnessed, who came, who did the interviews, all the information to do with the UFO landing on Christmas Day, right? And then we seen like these two hexagonal things just moving across the floor, but they're moving like, so you're looking down at the floor and they're moving like that. Two of them, like both exactly the same. And I looked at him, and Alex was still talking, and then was going into conversation, and we acknowledged that we'd seen him to ourselves, but didn't share any information. Then it was about, I'd say it was at least 5 minutes the second time, and then we seen two more. And Alex looked at me, and he's like, "Did you see them then?" I'm like, "Yeah." He went, and I went, "Did you see the two a few minutes ago?" He went, "Yeah." He went, "I thought it was you," and I said, "I thought it was you in your watch," and it was a reflection hitting the watch, and then logic kicked in. We stood on under the shade. There's no sun coming through onto it, a little bit between the leaves. And if it was on his phone, on his watch would have to been upside down, which you wouldn't have got a reflection anyway, and he'd have been having a bit of a seizure with his arm to create it, and to create two twice. I think I'd have noticed some bloke at the side of me having a bit of a fit. Do you know what I mean? Or vice versa. It's nothing in that, us standing there and seeing what we've seen, made any sense whatsoever. But at the time, sorry, Alex, just quickly. At the time, neither of us thought it was weird. We just carried on doing what we were doing. We wasn't like, "Oh my God, did you see that?" We're like, "Did you see them then?" "Yeah, did you see the ones before?" "Yeah, I thought it was you." "Oh, I thought it was you." Anyway, And then we just carried on.
That was when we saw the orbs bouncing off the leaves, didn't we?
Near the lemon squeezer.
Yeah, that's right. Which is just before that. And just before I get to that tree,
yes,
that is where the woman glided across the track.
Where the log is.
Where the log is. No,
right.
No, she'd come. No, I'll come up.
She would have had to. She'd have had to.
Lemon squeezer. She's cut across the front of me, across that track, towards that tree and a fence.
But like you said, she would have had to go through. She'd have had to go through the log, wouldn't she?
Go through the log or jump the fence.
Yeah. So there's a fallen log along the path,
that's right.
and there's a gap underneath it. And unless you're 7 foot tall, you're not stepping over it. You have to climb over it, or you can walk around about 4 foot either side just to get around. There's made like a little path. You're not. Even an athlete would struggle to get over it. I think you're not just going to do it in one step.
Do you know what I'm talking about? If you was at the Lemon Squeezer on that track,
so Lemon Squeezer's there, the tree's over there.
As you're walking up to the next track, that's where she passed me, which leads you to
the fence
and the tree.
Yeah.
She would have either had to jump the fence or go straight across and jump that log or the 2 logs, and she couldn't. She couldn't have done it.
No.
So what are you guys doing when you go back out there? Do you have like a plan?
Yeah.
Turn up and chat. It seemed to at the last 2 times.
I never had a plan.
So the Lemon Squeezer, for those who don't know, is a replica of the supposed UFO that was seen, and it's got it's got the symbols on the side, right?
Yeah.
Of what, when the guy touched it, it's supposed to have downloaded this data, and he picked up these symbols. It's supposed to be true to size. It's about 8 foot long, about 6.5 foot high.
Yeah.
Give or take, about 5 foot wide. It looks like a giant bit squashed in lemon squeezer. Just type in model UFO at Rendlesham. Anyone want to see it? And you can have a laugh.
When they first,
does look like a lemon squeezer. It does.
when they first put that there the first day, I didn't know that. I was wandering around there on my own, and I saw it. So I took a photo and put it on Facebook. God, wow. Yeah. But I had to own up and say no.
Right. So we're stood. So I'm having selfies, and Alex is filming and taking a couple of photos. And I'm stood on it. I'm sat on it. So I got a few photos, because it's one of those that you don't know if you're ever, even though it's not a million miles away, you don't know if you're ever going to go back there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got as many photos as I could. But as we stood, we're talking, and we seen there was a family of 4. One of the kids was dead loud, like really loud and annoying. The young lad with blonde hair. So they'd gone up, and you know where you've got the Bigfoot shelters, like the teepee type things. Obviously, these are man-made ones. So you've got a few of them scattered about. So just behind that, there's a hedgerow, which is about 4 or 5 foot high. So we'd seen this couple go up, and we seen these like blonde, white things moving across. So I thought, oh, it's the top of the kid's head. So it's a kid, his sister. Then we was waiting for the mum and dad to walk past, because you'd have seen them from like bottom of the ribs up. And we're looking, nothing, no one. Then we seen these orbs move about again and then vanish. And we're like, that weren't even people. It wasn't them, and it wasn't anyone else. But then we didn't see it again.
That was a weird day, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, very odd.
But you know, I made some notes today about strange things. I mean, this ain't about me tonight, so it's just, I'm not going to say too much. But I've been thinking about this for like 12 years, about all the things that have happened down there to me as well.
Yeah.
And no, I forgot what I was going to say. That COVID done that to me. But when we're talking about the Iceni and all the rest of it,
yeah,
the track where that woman came down, I was there with Elaine.
Yeah,
last year, I think the year before, and somebody fired something at me. It was like someone fired an air gun at me. Anyway, I've got around to think about all this today. When I was told, leave the ancients and aliens alone, and get out.
Yeah.
With all those people there. And then I was in the archery club, and we had bows and arrows, and I was absolute rubbish. But me and Steph, who's not with us now, so she could have validated this story. I was about to take a shot at a little It was a shadow person popped out from behind this tree, looked at me, and went back again, right? I thought,
Yeah.
wow. Anyway, come out and it ran. And somebody on here said to me about it, is that it's because you had weapons. But if you add all that up, leave the ancients and aliens, shadow people, bows and arrows, things being fired at me, which could have been a catapult. There's no one else there. It's dawned on me today, actually, that it's not the aliens. It's probably from these Iceni or whoever was there.
Do you
Warriors.
think? I was going to say, do you think it's a fae?
Yeah.
Think it's a what?
Fae, fairies, little people.
No.
No, goblins.
I was there.
all that?
I was there in 2016 with a friend of mine, a terrific medium.
Yeah.
And we watched, before they cut the trees down, we watched a dozen shadow people run through the trees. She'd never seen anything like this before. And now it's all coming to me. I'm thinking, do you know what? There's something in there that attacked Derek's brother the night before I went there. And now that thing next to my daughter, and
Well, there's someone who I talk to quite regular, and they're like an encyclopedia of history and paranormal. Did you know there was? It's going to sound stupid, but Native Americans in the UK.
was there?
Wouldn't they be Native Europeans?
Well, yeah, they'd be Native British, but
Yeah.
the equivalent to
Yeah.
the tribal Indians.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I never thought about it, and apparently, yeah, there's evidence that they existed. So maybe it's a part of that.
Exactly.
Because what if there was, as in America, a lot of different tribes? Why not? Why would you not have them everywhere else in the world? Why just in
But
one
then is
place?
it like residual energy or ghosts or time slips? And
Yeah.
I've been walking around for 12 years now on my own, and I lived in Woodbridge, and then I moved up to here.
Yeah.
But I used to hear this noise. It sounds mad. I don't know why I'm telling everyone this, because they think, well, but I used to come out, and I used to hear this noise, this noise.
What, like music?
No, I can't explain. But then it stopped. And someone said to me, it's like they know you're in there. Now, I've been walking around there regular. Sounds daft, really. But if they are watching you, they obviously get to know you, don't they? Know you're not a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And at the moment, there's no wildlife in there. So they've vanished, or as one of the guys on the show on the Sunday said, that there might be a Bigfoot type creature in there. Or are these creatures eating the animals? I don't know.
That first time we went, so you park in the car park, you cut across the road, you walk about 20 foot up this footpath, like the concrete one, and the moment you step foot into the forest, your phone or cell signal goes. You have no network.
That's freaky.
You step in it, it's gone. Step back out, it comes back. It's like you cross some sort of invisible line. And so we walked up that bit, and where we take our first cut off to the left, as soon as we turned on that, there was hundreds, and I mean hundreds, of butterflies. So only one breed of butterfly, don't know what they are. There's like a browny colour, like with white and yellow speckles in it.
Speckled wood.
Hundreds of damsel and dragonfly. The big green and brown dragonflies and the blue damsel flies. You're trying to dodge them as you're walking. And crickets and grasshoppers. The floor, you looked at the floor, and the floor was moving like that. But it's about 200 yards down this track. And when we got to the point where Alex took the picture of the
monks,
squatch fish and the monks and all that,
I've got that on
kind
here.
of like same thing. It's like a line. They just stopped. There's a couple here and there, but it's like they was just encased in this one corridor of about 150 yards.
Shall I put the monks up here?
Yes.
I think you can see them, can't you? I don't know if you can see them or not.
Yeah, you're ready. This is good.
There they are. These people, whatever they are, the camera saw it, it's not me, but that is just coming to the edge of that track, Andy, where the butterflies were. And you can't see it in this picture, but there's looks like a little grey. I sent this off to a magazine, and the woman come back and said it's pareidolia.
Pareidolia, yeah. It's
Pareidolia.
So I said, well, how can it be? Because
it wasn't there when you took the photo.
No, I didn't see it, and I thought, I don't understand. It's because can't get rid of the bloody thing now. And then
it's right. I'll remove it. There you go.
And then you got this thing here. This hairy thing.
Yeah. This is so as we're walking up this bit, so you're walking towards the dead camel, and that's where the floor was covered with all the butterflies and dragonflies. Yeah. As soon as you got to that point where whatever that is, it stopped. It just all the wildlife just stopped.
What is it though?
I don't like that.
What I took the photograph. Yes, an animal. I took the photograph of them. I didn't see this. I'm just snapping. And that was joined, that was on with the same picture as the monks, but I split it in half. But that was there with the monks, or whatever they are. But I didn't see it, the camera saw it. And I thought, and this thing has got an eye. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
But you were saying this because you was with Derek and Elaine and that, weren't you? And
not
as you're was it not? Oh,
well,
as you're walking up, you said you would have stuck. You actually walked where that was lay, and there was nothing there.
Yeah, we did when we went, Andy.
Yeah. How can that be? How can there be?
I'm confused. That's a real animal there, or it's not an animal?
There was nothing there.
There was nothing there. It was the camera picked it up.
Okay.
He walked over that point because if you do a left, it takes you back to the end of the runway.
You can see the runway.
You can't really get. Yeah, you can't really get anywhere. But if you do a right, you follow that. That takes you down the UFO trail.
So that deceased camel, deer, moose thing was not actually there.
To be honest, Nicole, if I'd seen that, I would have run, wouldn't I?
Got on its back and rode it home.
What's paranormal about this? It's a deceased animal, like.
Yeah, it looks like it's laying on. Looks like something dead laying on the floor, doesn't it?
It could have been a deceased Alex if that had been alive.
But it's not even small.
No, it's big.
It's a big thing. Big.
Yeah.
Big. Oh. So this point, so as you look at the picture, if you look to the right, as though you're walking off the photograph, about 50, 60 yards down there is where me and Alex were talking, and I seen that German soldier walking about 2-3 trees deep in the wood. In my peripheral, as soon as I turned, gone. But I was talking to a baby with lasers the other day about it. It's one of the only things I've seen that has left an imprinted image in my mind of exactly what it looked like, even though I only seen it for a couple of seconds. Weird.
I'm stuck on this thing. Like, how big would that be? Like, I can't tell like perspective from here.
Well, the track width was about what, 15, 20 feet, Andy, maybe.
That's about 2.5, 3 foot high.
Yeah.
That's Brian Molil.
But don't forget that was
Giant Mole Village.
That was in the same frame as the monks or whoever they are. But it's just I've cut it.
Go. There.
Yeah, there's the monk. And if you can't see it really on it, you can see his face, all the features. There's a woman on the tree, is like a woman, she looks like a kind of an Indian type woman.
Oh, sorry.
But you can't.
put it back.
You've got to get really close into it.
There we go.
And behind the trees looks like a little grey looking at you with the big eyes.
Oh yes, just to the right of that. Looks
To the
looks
right
like
of the
it's got
tree, yeah.
Looks like it's got boxing gloves on.
Could be as long, possibly. I can't see it on this picture, but anyway. And I walked up that trek a few weeks ago, Andy.
Yeah.
And I got a little way up, and the K2 was going mental, and there's no electricity there, is there? There's nothing.
There's no pylons. There's no water lines. There's no gas pipe. There's nothing in the forest. There's no huts. There's no houses. There's an old brick house as you walked in, because I tried getting in it last time, didn't I?
Yeah, there's nothing.
It's all collapsed. You can't get out.
We tried taking photos through the crack in the top.
Nothing.
But I didn't see these until I got home. You see, I didn't look. I got home. I thought, oh God, where's that? And then it's not pareidolia or whatever you call it. I mean, that's a ridiculous thing to say. And so it's gone on from all that activity to like nothing, really.
But I know you keep saying it's not as active as it was, because obviously
to me it isn't. No,
yeah. For you, because you've been going for so long, you've noticed the decline of paranormal activity. But for someone like me, it'd only be the fourth time. Well, I've been there a few times. I've driven through it for work probably about 20 times. And there's only twice that I've actually pulled up, got out and had a little walk about. But I've not gone and done it for the day. So I've been to Rendlesham probably about 30, 40 times. But for me to actually go out and walk around, this will only be my fourth visit.
Yeah, it's all different. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how come I got these pictures and nobody else did. I used to get the black-eyed girl, or the girl with the black eyes, if you like.
Yeah.
But you see, since they took those trees down, a lot of things have vanished. But she was there.
Do you think that the trees have then got the energy? They're creating a portal or a vortex, or
I would think so.
Some sort of gateway. I know it's all the same thing, but it's slightly different.
I mean, I'm no expert. I can only talk about what I've seen. I don't know. I mean, I don't know the scientific reasons or anything. I just know. But
I can't wait to go. I'm not going to sleep tonight.
Can hold energy and like store energy like the same way.
Please do, don't they? Amazing.
And that's why there's like that theory about like some buildings and some houses have a lot of energy because of the wood that they were built from. Stone type,
See, I don't know. I've got this feeling it's because there's nowhere. It sounds daft, but these shadow people, I call them. I know what they are, but whatever they are, they've got nowhere to hide.
But
if you see what I mean.
remember when we heard the buzzing right above our head, and I didn't hear it straight away, and we was thinking it was a hornet's nest or a wasp nest, but we couldn't see anything because they're all pine trees. So as you know, as the pine trees grow, they lose the branches as they get taller and taller. So it's like the first quarter of the tree is where all the leaves and stuff is. So you could see there was no on the ones where we were stood where the noise was coming from. There was nothing. You'd see like a bag hanging off the side of it, but there was nothing like the hive. There was nothing there, was there? Unless it was inside the tree. But then we would have seen them coming in and out because they're always active.
Very strange. Very strange.
And that was when your K2 meter went off.
Yes,
when that buzzing started. That it went ridiculously. It's like when me and you, Tim, in the cemetery the other week. Do you know when the lights lit up like Blackpool?
Yeah.
It did that exactly same thing with Alex.
Wow.
So what are you taking out? Are you taking K2, you said? You're using your drone, are you using the binoculars? What else are you bringing?
So drone, K2, 2 K2s, digital and analog, dowsing rods, sandwiches, bag of tricks. I'm taking a UV light just to see if there's any evidence of big cats, because obviously it'll pick up any spray or urine or anything like that. It might pick human up. I don't know. Soon find out. But anyway, I'm taking a torch. I'm taking. Oh, where have I put them? Oh, me square LEDs that click onto the gimbal, just when the light starts to fade.
Yeah.
So I'll take in 2 torches, 1 normal, 1 UV, 2 LED lights, gimbal, night vision goggles, drone, 2K 2 meters, dowsing rods, and a couple of spare cables. I'm not taking sounds a lot. Oh, and a laser pointer, just in case we can see something, so I can point it out.
Do you have a compass?
Yes.
I would bring a compass.
I've got one that I click it onto the zip on my bag, so I know it's there. I've got about 3, I think. I've got one in each bag.
With like the animals gone and everything, there may be something weird going on over there about like the magnetic fields and stuff. Check it out.
It's definitely changed in there. But I don't know. I still find it fascinating. I love the place.
Yeah. So I do. But it's like when we were walking down the bit, like with Boadicea and Alistair Crowley and all that, that has a completely different vibe to Eastgate, to the tree where we was all stood, and to where the lemon squeeze are, and any other part. Remember when we walked past, we went over the log and when the humming noise, and then we turned left because we was like, I said, "What's down here?" You went, "I'm not too sure." I said, "Well, should we go and have a look and find out?" And we walked down there, and it kind of felt a bit like, even though you're in the forest, you was cut off. It felt like you was cut off from everything else.
Well, that bit where it goes is that goes round to towards the camp. You know, there's a campsite.
Oh yeah. Oh, is that there?
Well, kind of, because I was there with a friend of mine who's not with us anymore. We got lost actually, and we bumped into a woman. Where did she come from? I said, "Oh, where are you going?" And I said, "Well, we're trying to get back to the car."
Yeah.
I said, "Where'd you come from?" "Oh, I only live over there." There was nothing over there. Next thing, she's vanished. But before she went, she said, "If you turn right, you'll come to the house where you hear the voices and the singing." With that, she's gone. We never did come across the house.
Right. Yeah. First party call. All singing, all dancing house. That's where we need to go.
Where that bit goes, Andy, I did a left twice. I've done it now.
And got lost.
Got lost. And and what it does, it leads you onto the Orford Road. You know the Orford Road, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, because I delivered down to the open prison down there.
Yeah. Well, it took ages. It was getting dark, and thought, "Oh my God, where are we going?" Twice I've done it now.
Yeah.
So you can get lost.
It's just there's just something about each different bit. There's a different vibe. There's some bits it's just like you sat in your house. There's nothing. It doesn't feel no negative, no positive. It's just neutral. There's nothing going on. And then you walk 10 foot in another direction, and it's like the energy just like a blast of cold air or something. That's what it was like when we were at the runway.
Do you think it's intelligent energy there, or do you think it's all residual things?
A bit of everything.
Yeah.
I haven't got it. I want to know what that Mr. Blobby thing is that came across the runway, because
oh, have you got that one?
I don't think I've got it on here.
Oh,
streaming,
I must
run. You have to run through.
I must have it. I bet I've got it from when you've sent it me years ago.
I've got
hundreds of voice notes.
Yeah, No, I haven't got it. It's a shame because I'd love people to. I realise now. I actually took a photo of that a few years ago. I forgot about it. I didn't remember it. But it's actually running from where Derek used to do his healing thing in a direction, running like across, And I thought, well, what is it? I thought it was one of these weather balloons or something, but it's massive. And it's got an eye in it, Andy. And I can't.
Right, I'm just looking for it now. It will be on.
I was standing there a little while. I was in the car park a few weeks ago, and I thought, that creature. That's come from where Derek got banned from going there. Actually,
yeah. Here we go.
I think I'm going mad.
Here it is. I've got it.
Have you got it?
I've got it. Yeah.
I even thought about asking one of the soldiers if I see him. Have you ever seen this before? But
then I've got the thing in the tree as well.
What thing in the tree was
I've
that?
got both of them. I'll show you now.
Oh God!
Right, let me.
Alex doesn't even know what's coming up.
Let me add a.
It's going to be a
I
surprise
don't
for
know.
everyone.
I hope there's nothing dodgy.
Well,
It's Andy, so you never know.
Yeah. Right. 1 minute. Let me get them. So, why? No, I want all files. Why is it not?
No, I don't want to show it. It's shy.
Oh my God. So I've just
What, you lost?
downloaded them and they are incompatible.
Yeah, StreamYard. You have to go on to.
Just share the screen.
Right.
Share your
That's
screen.
what I'm going to do. Yeah. Just waiting for them to load up because they're closed.
I have to use that. Oh, I'm going to
In
ask.
the meantime, can we hit a question? It's a quick one.
Yeah.
Is Miles with us, Alex, from Og, from Elaine?
No, it's not. I want to answer. You asked me a question last week, Andy.
Yeah.
On the show. It was about people going over to the spirit world and maybe not coming back. Well, it's come into my head during the night. When I was working on the platform as a medium, someone might say, well, my dad didn't come through, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So I had to write this down. Sometimes a sitter may ask why a certain person didn't come through in a reading.
Yeah.
And I was talking about this to a friend today, and I said, maybe when we go across, and we're spiritful, we may come straight back. So the reason you may not get a message from that person is because they're already back here. Because you can't have two spirits, right? This comes into my head, so I know I'm getting it from somewhere. Because you can't have two spirits, can you?
No.
So, when you go over, they might say, look, you got to get back down here. You've got things to do. And that is probably why that was your question last week on the show. So I thought I'd just mention that. There it is, Mr. The blobby thing.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
It looks like Squidward.
Bloody hell.
This is,
but it's big though, isn't it?
It's massive. And that was from the car.
But then you've got that.
Oh,
what
that,
the
I think,
fuck is that?
Is that, I don't know if it's an ape or
you zoom in?
Bigfoot. Look at it. I didn't see that either, Andy.
What is that? It's like a pig face.
It looks like a seal.
No, it's got like a snout, eye, ear. It's like a T-Rex.
I'm not going down there
kind of
anymore.
like it's like a giant seahorse.
So it's not a Bigfoot, is it, or a gorilla or something? Oh, I don't know.
It's a pig-headed man of Rendlesham. He's getting about. He started off in Cannock and moving his way south.
That's weird.
That's weird, isn't it?
I don't remember seeing that when you sent it me. I'd have been all over that.
So weird.
Yeah, I sent that. I don't know if I sent the transfiguration pictures as well.
Yes.
But I took a picture of that some years ago. But I didn't realise. Look, it's got a tail. It's got feet.
It looks like
Mr. Blobby.
either the Pokemon. I can't remember which one. Is it Charmander? With a big head and it's got a fiery tail, but like an albino version of it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's the head.
That's the
Yeah. Or a Moomin.
Oh yeah.
Looks like a
Or
Moomin.
what?
Remember the Moomins? Moomin Mama, Moomin Papa. You've
Nope.
not lived. You need to.
No.
You need to.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right. I'll get you the link.
So what do you think that is, guys? Because I thought it was a weather balloon or something. You know what?
Yeah, it looks kind of like squiddy.
But it weren't. It was actually. I don't know. It was moving.
So did it just fade away, or?
It's so. How can I put it to you? I just stand there snapping away. I used them that time. I think that was the Canon.
They're the Moomins.
What the heck are they? That's a cartoon.
The Moomins, yes.
Okay.
It's Scandinavian.
I
think it's
sorry,
Norwegian.
I'm not Scandinavian or that old. I don't know about the Moomin.
You'll have seen it, but they're the
Alright.
Moomins. One of my all-time favorite cartoons. So yeah, just type in the Moomins. You cannot go wrong.
That's what I do for the rest of my night.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest, Jim.
That.
Yeah.
I think I saw that. I think I saw that from the car park. Most of my stuff is I don't see it. It's just the camera like that. The camera picks it. I think I saw that and thought, "What's that? Is that a weather balloon?" But it weren't, obviously. I don't know what the hell that is.
Mm.
And it's too big to be like, a plastic bag or something caught in a tree.
It looks like a Minotaur.
It looks like I'm not going there on my own again. Eh?
For me, it resembles a Minotaur.
What's that?
It's like it's got the horn, part man, part bull. It's like it's got they're not ears, the horns that are coming round. Minotaur.
I can see it.
If you look next to that, it looks like someone's head or a face. You got there. Yeah, I've never noticed that before.
That could be pareidolia because I've zoomed in, it pixelates it, so you lose a lot of detail when you zoom in too far. Because if I go back out, it becomes a tree.
Probably a leaf, yeah. Oh my God.
Weird.
We need to go into that bit of the woods because
We've been there. You know where it is, don't you?
Yeah, to the left instead of the right, as though we're going back to the runway.
It's where the Big Dip is.
Oh, the other side.
The crate. That's where I saw those two German airmen.
Right. Well, that's where I want to go. That's one of the points that I want to fly the drone over because it does bird's eye view, so we can go up over the trees.
Yeah.
And it's got 4x zoom as well, so I can fly it above and look into the crater without having to go in it.
Did you think of leaving bait out for something? I don't know.
Alex has got a bad leg, so I was going to use him.
Use me, yeah. I can't. I tell you what, mate, metal and pins or what, I've gone.
I've actually got, and I was going to use them. So in Aldi, they've got loads of.
It's been buying gadgets again, hasn't he?
So you've got Haribo, sour skeletons.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, get some energy from running.
Gruesome gummy brains.
Gummy brains.
And then, because I hate Bigfoot and Sasquatch like these, mysterious. I don't know if you like the Audi version, but marshmallows. So I was gonna. Oh, another bag of skeletons. So I was gonna put some of them out, the marshmallow ones, and see if there's any takers.
Yeah.
But it's just. But then, oh, right. So that's a tree. So that's a tree where his daughter was stood there, and that thing was there. That's chest height. So we're leaning on that. You can just see the top of the fence there. And where these ferns are, it probably goes about 2-3 foot. Then it just drops right down, probably about 150 yards, and it levels out, and you've got a farmer's field. You can't see it. Even
it reminds me of, you know, that old school spaceman picture with the spaceman in the background.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what
the back of the
head.
head.
I see that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So on these, we took.
Yes,
it's just, and that's the lemon squeezer. That's the top of it. There.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just on there that bit. That is literally so where the mobs come out. The 2 orange orbs that are hexagonal. They were like that across the floor, and they just went up, zigzagging up and down, and then gone. And 5 minutes later, identical to the same thing, gone. But you can see how shaded it is. So it couldn't have been our watches unless we were both swinging our arms around upside down, which we weren't. I know I weren't. I didn't see Alex do it.
No, that was very strange.
So you look at that. To that, you can clearly see it's the same tree. You've got that knobbly bit there. So
yeah,
there's a knobbly bit, and the way.
Go back to the other picture for a second.
Say again.
Can you go back to the other picture for a second?
Yeah.
It's really, really weird because, like, you can see like texture on the butt, like for
contrast.
That's right.
Yeah, contrast, shading,
and
shadow.
And if you look at my daughter and my granddaughter, there's like energy around them, isn't there?
Yeah,
energy, but it's not around that other.
It's all there.
Creature.
It's kind of like you got that bit and then there, because if you was moving the camera, this bit would be blurred, but that's a perfect line.
Yeah,
that's a perfect line. You can see the texture in the bark on the tree. So there's some sort of energy field that's causing this.
Definitely.
Like, you know, like when it's a hot day and you can see the heat on the ground and it's rising, and you've got like, is it microwave effect, do they call it? Well, and it's like, it looks like what? Yeah, and it looks like water, right? So you look at that, and then right, that's a better picture because then you can see that branch going up there, which is no, so you got that branch coming down, which is that branch coming down. But this is what I want to know. You've got that above his daughter's head there.
Yeah, could be.
Right?
Yeah.
There is nothing.
That could be an orb of, just like an orb.
There's nothing there. That's, it's about there.
Yeah. I would say
just before the bend.
To the figure, it looks more like maybe like an orb that's like obscured by the
But if you keep your eye on that bit while I switch picture, so just at that bend, that's that. And there's no branch coming down, and there wasn't a branch because you would have seen there'd been some sort of knot in it, like there is that. That was obviously a previous branch. So what's going on? There's a better picture. There's nothing there. It's that exact point there.
And at that time, Steph was with me, and my other daughter, granddaughter's mum.
Yeah.
And they were standing a little bit, out the way. They didn't see anything happening.
No.
So, and the camera, someone's hand on that tree there.
That's yours.
That's my,
I hope it is. it needs to be.
So honestly, I've every time I go there, right, if I'm with somebody, I say stand by that tree. If not, I'll do a selfie. I think it's nothing. It's never happened since.
No.
So we must have walked into some energy field, maybe. I don't know. I don't understand it.
Look at that. So
timing and time and place was right.
This bit, yeah. and then it's like that. It's that shimmering effect.
Yeah. I don't know. Can't make it out.
Do you know, right? So going from that, do you know if you guys had any missing time? I meant to ask you that at the time and I forgot.
Because I think of something and it's gone.
Yeah.
Have you seen the photos of the train of when I overshadowed or transfigured?
Yeah. So when you're constantly changing.
Right. Well, they're on here. That's a similar thing. It's like an energy around. I've just thought that.
Yeah. But don't you feel it as it's happening?
No, I don't. In fact, these were taken indoors and I weren't even doing anything. But look.
Oh yeah.
Say, look,
it's not even
come up. Oh yeah. But again, it's got around me. It's like that energy.
Yeah.
I look like a bloody murderer in that, don't I? But what I'm saying is that it's that like energy thing again, isn't it? Around the face. I was sitting indoors. I weren't sitting here trying to do anything. These were just taken.
It's just nothing makes sense. But
it's energy, isn't it?
Yeah, nothing makes sense. But I think that's why we all love it so much, because it's
no wonder I can't get a girlfriend. I'm not surprised really if I keep changing, looking like that.
Well, there you go.
It's true. This is why I get weird looks in the supermarket. You see, you wait.
Well,
Elaine,
you said that last time. There you go, Brian.
I do.
There you go. Got some strong ones on it.
Earlier in the chat, but we forgot to start about is Rendlesham on any ley lines?
Probably.
Have you referenced that?
The main ley, I think ley line in England goes from Lowestoft all the way through to Land's End, I think. The Mary Michael line. And Rendlesham, actually, it's not. Could well be on that line. Could well be on that line.
Do you know what? We should have a look when we get there tomorrow, so we know exactly where we are and we can pinpoint, rather than just going, well, we're roughly here and that's. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Use 3 words or something.
Yeah. But has anyone, Darren told me about this, LiDAR, it's online. It's a map and it shows you how, like, the depth of the ground and all that and what it'd look like without trees and without houses. I've never used it. I've noticed there's quite a few people on Facebook that have started using it lately to check out places where they've been going.
Oh, right.
And using old maps.
Yeah. So
it's like something new. I mean, I was talking about this earlier. How did King Redwald's ship get up as far as it did from the river?
Oh, Sutton Hoo.
In Sutton Hoo, that's where.
Yeah. But that must have
back
been
in the day. The river must have come up that way.
Yeah, there must have been a river, because you're right on the coast there. So once you get to Shingle Street, and I like saying because
there is a Shingle Street, yeah.
Yeah, I just love the name of it. Because when you come from there, that must have all been like more waterlogged than it is now. So if you've got rivers coming in, like an estuary coming in there, so from Shingle Street to Sutton Hoo is what, about 4 miles in a straight line, give or take.
Probably, yeah.
So it's possible that there was a waterway for it to get there, and then it stopped, and then the water's gone back in, or there's been no tide, and that's why it ended up staying there.
Yeah,
I don't know. Just guessing. But have you ever been to Sutton Hoo and done investigation there?
I don't know.
Because it's open to the public, isn't it?
I've been there.
There's a campsite there, isn't there?
I went there about 3 years ago.
Tents and caravans.
I don't know.
Camping site. Yeah. There's a little museum there, and they've got medieval village. So
yeah, I went there a few years ago. I can't remember much about it, to be honest. But
look, this is what I mean with military sites. Look how close Woodbridge, like the actual. So where Sutton Hoo is, you go a couple of feet up the street, and then it bears left. As soon as you get on that left thingy bear, where you got the farmers' fields, you're literally at the start of Woodbridge, where it's all fenced off, and all down there for like 3 miles is the airbase. So that's what I mean. Look, why are they building air bases so close to these ancient areas? I think that's a question that we need to be asking.
Do you think the ancient people had some kind of knowledge of the energy there that the military
100%.
Oh, without doubt, yeah.
100%. Yeah. And I think that the government or the military know what's really going on. Not everything, but to a degree. And that's why they're building the bases where they are, because they're kind of like, they can build it over what is going on. And one, it stops the public getting access to it. 2, they can do as much research and put as much money into it without having to go, well, we're doing this and we're doing it there, without having to close anything. It's already closed off. It's fenced off. Once you got MLD, that's it. You're done.
But don't forget, you got Orford Ness. I've been over there. That's where they. That's where they built the first atom bomb, English atom bomb, and that is a place as well. That is a strange place, Orford Ness. Yeah,
I've been through there.
But it's all a bit. I love it. I mean, it's all strange around here. Yeah.
They're very
like it, but
like the old movies where you drive into a village and you. Doesn't matter what road you go down, it keeps bringing you back to the centre of the village again. You can never get out. That's what that's what they remind me of everywhere around there. It's just that'll happen one day and be like, I'm done.
We have a couple questions.
I go from there to Dunwich. Yeah. Questions? Go on.
Questions. So, Elaine again. Years ago, Alex, can I remember you saying about seeing greys in the long grass somewhere? Did you see greys in Rendlesham?
Oh, God. I don't remember. I don't know if they were greys or probably the shadow people. Because, at that time, I was out doing the stand-up stuff, wasn't I? People remember stuff I don't remember. I don't know if I saw greys. I think they were probably shadow people. I don't think I've ever seen a grey.
Well, this one, you said there was a grey round.
Yes, that's right. Behind that tree, yeah.
So between the white thing and the tree, there's something just to the left of the tree. I think it might be that
just behind on the other side of the tree. Yeah.
Oh,
you need to have
sorry.
I can't get a close up of it. Yeah.
So
that might be what she's talking about.
And another one from Elaine. This one's Andy. Are you doing any random lives tomorrow?
I'm going to be doing one on the drive across to Rendlesham, only because I know I'm going to have a signal. But like I said, as soon as you step into the forest, your signal goes. So possible do one from the car park. Quick 5-10 minutes just to say we're here, we've got our stuff, blah blah blah, we're going to be doing this, we're going to be doing that, and so on. But just quickly, Darren's put something in the chat that I want to comment on. So let me remove this. So we chatting. I was saying about me seeing the German soldier, and then when we got to where the crater was, Alex explained to me about the pilot and the co-pilot of the two Germans, and they turned around and said to you, "We're sorry for what we've done and what we're about to do," or something like that.
That's right.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Darren was looking online where I was talking to him yesterday, and he said there was a German plane that landed at Woodbridge. They thought this is in the Second World War. They thought they was over Germany and landed. Right? I think there was 7 or 9 passengers, but there was also a guy, a German soldier, who lived in the forest for about 4 years before he was detected from the Second World War. Right? So there's loads of little weird things. But you said
there was a plane crash at Woodbridge, near Woodbridge as well, a German plane.
Woodbridge was built, I think it was 1943, and it was built as a emergency landing site for the planes during the Second World War. So it hadn't always been there. So it was like 1943. Yeah. So what's that? 40, 60, 80 years it's been there. So quite a while. But how do we not know that any other German planes have flown over or tried to come over during the war and have either been shot down or crashed that we don't know about? Surely there must be a few here and there. There we go. Provided, and the rest of it with the latest German radar secrets. Yeah, Fred's just put that happened a few times during the Second World War. An F-190 pilot landed in Hampshire and thought it was in France. It's not a mistake you want to be making, is it, really? Not when you got all that going on. But this is what I'm saying. So can you tell your bit, Alex, of what you believe that crater is and what happened when you went that time?
I don't know what the crater. I don't know what caused.
Because it's like a teardrop, isn't it? It's like something's crashed into it and it's skidded and gone across.
All I know, I mean, people watching, they must think this geezer's nuts. But I mean, I have to say, when I did mediumship, I used to see the person, the communicator. That's how I used to work. Yeah. That's probably how I found it quite a bit easy, really. And I was standing by that crater, I was walking there, and these 2 German airmen appeared and they said, as I said, "We're sorry about what we've done and what we were about to do." And they told me the plane they were in, and Heinkel, I think it was a Heinkel, and it crashed. And someone told me there was a plane in the water crashed near Woodbridge or in the area. So it could have been there, couldn't it? Could have been there. I don't know.
Well, yeah. It looks like it could have been.
But, so it's all right. You see, we talk about this on here because you can't see who's watching, but really people must think you've got to be a bit mental. But these communications that I've had down there and what I'll get here, whatever, I have to just go with it and talk about it.
But
I do.
But like you, Andy, you saw that German up to that day.
Yeah. But then the second time we met up, when Mike were there with his daughter and the dog, and we had that shuffle, I thought it was you. It still makes me laugh now because I was like, I said, I thought it was you shuffling that. Why would I be shuffling? It was like on the gravel, like someone doing that with the feet.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, that weren't me.
No, so.
Yeah.
But
you guys are
very,
definitely
very strange.
time tomorrow.
Yeah, but going back to that map, the guy who sent me the copy of that map, he said that he's seen big cat sightings in Rendlesham as well. So, and they've had a lot of military.
If all the animals are gone.
Greys.
Oh.
Dead camels. Moomins. I don't know.
I don't know, because if they're there, they have to be hunting.
Pine forests are dead. You don't get much wildlife in the pine forest.
Well,
not like
the mystery.
deciduous.
We used to get a lot of deer, but I haven't seen any deer for 6-7 months now. They've all sort of vanished.
Nothing can grow on the ground in the pine forest. It's too dense. So,
but you don't even get a lot of bugs. There's that little bit, but there's no mosquitoes, no midges, no flies. Normally, you walk through a forest and you're getting covered in all sorts. But they're out there.
Were there puck wedgies?
That might be what you've seen, Alex.
I love me a good
What's
The
that?
little people. Would you? They're
Seen
like, Joe, when you seen that little figure, that shadow figure that popped up.
Who knows?
They're like little
shadow
goblin
people,
type. Yeah. But
yeah,
maybe
3 foot tall.
Maybe all these different things can shapeshift into anything else.
Yeah.
Because they're all part of the phenomena.
All part of the same source. So what if a grey can transcend into a puckwudgie or a wendigo or a shadow person or a black-eyed kid or a dead camel? It could. How do you know it? How do we know that they can't do that?
Yeah.
We don't know nothing.
Was it you that saw the camel, Andy?
No. Only in the photo.
No, we don't know anything. That's what's fascinating.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. How do we know that?
Whatever that is.
5 minutes before wasn't a small grey or a tall grey or a reptilian or a Palladian.
Rabbit.
But how comes the camera picks it up, but my eyes didn't?
Well, like the Northern Lights, we had the Northern Lights here last night, and you go outside and you can't see it. Oh, you can only see it through your phone.
Oh.
Well, what I seen last night.
Nothing.
So I took a photo on long exposure, right? Yeah. You can even see the stars, right? And everyone's putting pictures up around near where I live of the beautiful red, green, and blue sky. That. It's like a bowl of rice. Just clouds. Nothing. I'm like, I went to bed.
I was in a PTO meeting. And we found out that this was going on. So we take a field trip. We're just like, everybody outside. And everybody's taking pictures and stuff. And then we had to resume our meeting.
Yeah. Well, I went to bed last night. Sorry, just quickly. I went to bed last night and I thought, right, I'll take one more picture out the bedroom window. It's about 12:10. Nothing, absolutely nothing. I went to bed. I went, everyone can off. They're all liars. There's not going on in the sky. There's nothing at all. I'm going to bed. I'm fed up. I've had enough. It was doing me. I didn't, because I couldn't get anything. Wow.
Oh, look at that. So, what do you make of all this, Tim? All these strange pictures? And...
It is a mystery, isn't it? Yeah. We've had the same. I mean, I was on. I put some. You've seen the footage, Andy?
Yes. Delapre.
Yeah, so we've got strange things going on in this area too, and especially ancient St. John's, where I've been with Andy a couple of times. And weird stuff happening up there. Very weird. the croaking, and
I still can't get my head around that.
yeah, like predator, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it was like a predator frog. It was, but as we're talking, right, you can hear a different voice.
Yeah, yeah. There's something chatting, wasn't there? And gravel, people walking on gravel, and
yeah, and then two females chatting. It's always two females.
That's probably
not
Martha
saying,
and Peggy.
Not saying females constantly talk, but it's always two females. Sorry. Get that in quickly.
I don't debate.
But it's just strange.
It's always active around them graves, always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping with the dowsing rods, we get a different type of energy.
Well, you might pick up the ley lines with the dowsing rods.
Mm.
Billy wants to know if you're taking iron for protection.
So, Nicole, what do you get much in? Do you get much in America? I know America must be lots of stuff going on.
One second, Alex.
Much spook wise. Okay.
I think Alex is on a lag. Are you?
I'm on what?
Oh no, because Nicole was just asking a question.
Oh, Billy just wanted to know if you were bringing iron for protection.
Iron bar.
Iron brew.
Yeah,
I have zinc tablets. That's about it.
No, I don't do any protection, as you know. I don't.
No. I know someone else like that.
Always bring protection, guys. Always bring protection.
I don't either.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely.
We're in for
Don't get me on that. Oh God, don't get me on that. Oh my
God!
Bloody mediums.
If that person was a strong person in life who never done as he was told, never done anything that they were told, how by saying you're not allowed to follow me home, they're going to say, "Well, I'm coming anyway." Do you know what I mean?
That's all I do.
Yeah.
If you want to upset a lot of people one night, get me on here and talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh dear, all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know, I've had all this now going on around me for these 70 years, and I've had some real frightening experiences, honestly. And I got involved with this medium stuff, and it was all this protection. What? And I said to him, well, how do I solve all these things around me? Oh, well, we don't know that, dear. No, you don't. And so I thought, well, I used to go out and do all these gigs and things, and I thought, what is this protection about? If someone was to get to you, think logically. They got more power than we got. Whoever this is, and they probably think, yeah. I'm not you, Tim. I've fed out with so many people over this, but logic tells me it's nonsense.
Yeah, if you look at stalkers in real living life, they'll stalk you. They might do it from a distance or something like that, but they're still there watching, right? So, like you just said, if you've got a paranormal stalker, right, they've got more ways of getting to you. If they're going to follow you, they're going to follow you. You could be in the supermarket and walking down aisle 5, and it's like there's a spirit there. It's like, oh, he's buying the cheese. I'm going back with him.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. No stalkers. No paranormal stalkers. No regular stalkers. Nobody is allowed to follow me home.
If you're gonna do like mediumship, for example,
a
lot of these so-called mediums, I call them so-called, their heads clogged up with all this bullshit and crap.
Yep.
And I've all this protection. If you're that frightened, don't do it. Don't do it. And I didn't want to do it. I didn't intend to do it. But I've had it around me all my life, and I'm trying to go and get some help from one of them bloody places. Oh, we don't do that here, dear. Well, what do you do then? Do you know what I mean? But like in Rendlesham, I saw the Germans. When I used to do the work, I saw the communicator. I was very lucky, actually, because it made it easier for me. Yeah, I've had a few dodgy things happen, but I don't know about its protection, because if you're that frightened, you shouldn't. It's like if you're frightened of electricity, you don't become an electrician, do you?
No.
No.
Very
Maybe.
true.
Maybe, or am I just an awkward so-and-so, Andy? I think that.
No, I'm with you,
Maybe I'm
Alex.
just an awkward sod.
That was very polite.
I'm waving some sage at you. You're not coming.
You know, a lot of that
Oh yeah,
is the
and then someone
feedback.
said to me,
Stick it
someone
up
said to
your
me, I'll come
chicken.
round your.
And they're scared. It makes
Someone said,
them
I'll come
feel
round your
better.
bungalow.
Yeah, but I don't get it.
Yeah, might do. They were going to
That
come
would be
round
burning
my
sage.
bungalow and spotted. You think you're going to smoke? Don't you smoke me out? Because if I was a spirit, I'm the spirit guy. I'm in your house. You smoke me out, I'll be back later, mate, with vengeance.
Well, look at
Because I ain't
when
going
smoke.
nowhere.
Nobody wants to attach to me. It's fine.
Yeah. Going back to the beehives. So you've got a bee's nest in your loft or attic or whatever. You smoke it out. Yeah. And it makes all the bees docile and that, so they can move it without killing them and so on.
Yeah.
But when them bees come round, they're going to be pretty pissed. Aren't they?
Yeah, really annoying.
So, yeah. So, burning sage, you may as well set fire to a piece of toast and wave that around for all it's worth.
No, but each their own. Yeah, each their own. If it works for you, then that's fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but logic tells me.
I'm just saying personally. Personally, I don't do anything like that.
I'm talking about mediums. They communicate with the other side, but they do all this protecting. Why?
I don't know.
Because
I'm so sorry, guys.
if you're that frightened, don't do it. Don't do it.
Also, if you're doing the protections, if you're doing a protection spell before you go into these places, isn't that going to stop? If you believe it sort of stops it somehow,
exactly.
Isn't that going to stop you getting any contact?
Exactly.
If you believe in that.
I don't know. I'm glad I walked away from it, or I couldn't cope with my wedding. But
you should come over, Nicole. Come and join us tomorrow.
Right. I'm hopping on a plane.
Yeah, come over.
I'm come tomorrow in Pennsylvania doing a psychic and paranormal bazaar.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
that'll be fun. It's haunted.
See how many complaints you get tonight, Andy. I don't like that Alex bloke.
Yeah. So, where's this at, Nicole? Sorry.
No. The Columns Museum in Milford, Pennsylvania.
Oh, is that the one that you advertised the other day?
I've been sharing a ton of stuff. We have a ton of stuff coming up, but this is the one that they have the flag that Abraham Lincoln, when he was assassinated, they put it under his head and it has his blood on it.
Oh.
Yeah. We've gotten communication with supposedly Abraham Lincoln there.
The vampire hunter.
Yes, the vampire hunter.
Yeah, just checking.
Not the president's vampire hunter.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
Yeah, cool.
No,
He's a better one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, we're all busy tomorrow.
I know. I couldn't even tell you what else I have coming up. I have so much stuff going on.
Well, we are full with guests until December.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I mean Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Some weeks are 4. Yeah. Just.
Are you crazy?
I just get it done. Just get it done.
Yeah.
I think. So it's good. And we're going to be getting a lot of exclusive content from a lot of the people that are coming on as well. So just give you a heads up on that.
And we're getting a lot of big name people, a lot of really prominent people coming on. I see I'm going through the calendar.
Did you see I put them in?
I did.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got that's a December one, isn't it? Yeah, there's a lot of. I don't want to give too much away. It's I don't know why I'm saying that because I've made all these streams ready, so you can just go on YouTube and have a look.
Yes.
Because there's no way I could. I thought I'm going to get it done. That took me 3 hours, 3 hours to get.
That's how long it takes me to find the stream when I need to log in.
That's why you're always late. Yeah, so we've got. Sorry, I'll be back in a minute. So we've got Monday, Eric Mintle, Ian Parker, the dojo master. Next Friday, you're not here, but we've got Brian King Sharp, the Bigfoot researcher.
I always miss.
Then on the 20th, Sunday, are you coming on Sunday? A week on Sunday?
Depends what time. I have a thing on Sunday. I have a
It'll be
brunch.
12 noon.
That might be cutting it close. We'll see.
Right. Anyway, got Greg Tomlinson coming on. Then on the Monday, got Marco. He's the guy that used to be in Peaky Blinders. Then this Wednesday, we guys are back doing the revisit of Rendlesham. So any stuff that we've got 10 days to get it, put it together, and make a show from it. Wednesday the 23rd. You made a note of it the other day. He says.
Yeah, I did. But I think I got the wrong week.
He needs your post-it system.
It's right. I've done it the wrong year before now. I've been scrolling through my calendar.
Yeah,
why is it not a Friday?
Yeah,
2026.
That'll do.
Oh, yeah, I think I'll probably put that down.
Yeah.
Because the week after that is Halloween, isn't it? The end of the month, yeah.
So Wednesday, Friday the 25th is our Halloween special. So it is only going to be myself, Tommy. I spoke to him today. He's got some stories that's been going on where he lives. And I mean, I said, he rang me today, and I was like, if that was my house, I would have moved out by now. It's not good. But he's laughing. I'm like, I'm laughing because you're laughing and I don't live there. So then, so Halloween. So that's me, you, Tommy. Sarah can't make that one because she's busy doing panto and all that kind of stuff. Then nothing on Monday the 28th. Then we've got the Ultimate MMA. So we've got the 3 different martial arts coming on. Then the Friday after that is a 24-hour podcast. Starts at 8:30 p.m. UK time, 4:30 EST. I've triple, quadruple. I've checked every social network site I can find to make sure it is a 4-hour gap, and it's a 4-hour gap.
This was a big point of conversation.
I even had to do with me and Becky, right? I'm UK, you're New York. This is my time. What time did all that role play of time?
So bad with time math. I hate time math because time doesn't exist.
No. So that's Friday, Saturday. Nothing on the Monday. Then Dana Louise is back on the 6th, which is Wednesday the 6th of November. Mm-hmm. Not doing one on November the 8th. I'm having a day off. And then we've got a few. Then it all starts kicking up again. And November is busy every single day.
And I have a lead on another guest that I have to tell you about once we get off air. Because I think you'll like this one.
Ooh. But we've got Brian Kano. Is it Brian Kano? Was it Brian Kano? Yeah. Brian Kano. Yeah. He's coming on. So,
yep, from Paranormal Caught on Camera and Haunted Collector.
Yes, so good. So that's that. So we are going to.
Will be a test on this, so I hope you were all paying attention.
I don't even know, and I'm reading it off my calendar. Not got a clue. We are going to be doing a promo podcast on Tommy's show for the 24-hour one in a couple of weeks. Well, yeah. Well, it needs to be next week, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. So we are pretty much done because we're at the 1 hour 45.
Blimey, that's gone quick.
So excited for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm more excited that I'm going to be eating marshmallows or going to Rendlesham.
You're going to be eating marshmallows with Bigfoot.
Yeah. But it's going to be good. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
What it's going to be.
It is.
So, fingers crossed, touch wood, but I'm not superstitious, that everything goes to plan. Regardless of the weather, we're still going to go. And just hope that
it'll be all right tomorrow.
We get some good footage. We get some good footage.
Tropical weather.
Yeah.
I think you guys
Tropical rainforest.
I think you'll get some good stuff tomorrow.
Yeah. I've got a really good feeling about it.
Me too.
And that only started like 2 days ago.
So instead of doing like what the normal tour around, you want to go the other way, don't you? Really tomorrow?
No, so I want to go to Simon, who's coming. He's not been before, so I want to go to the runway part first because we're getting there a bit earlier, aren't we? Before we meet up with everyone. So if we can get all that in first and then do the normal 35 quid tour.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you. Oh no, I put my prices up now.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, he's got competition.
Mm-hmm.
You imagine? I can't. I just can't.
I know, coach load. Coach load. Amazing. But anyway, we'll talk about that off air.
Each week Elaine puts on there. We got walkies and no one.
Yeah.
45 quid. Or be inundated. Well, anyway, there you go. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
No, that's okay.
Yeah,
go to the runway.
Yeah. We'll do that. Then we'll do the UFO trail. Right. So we are going to go.
Whatever.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, everyone, for downloading on podcast. Thank you to everyone watching on X Network. Glad to be part of that as well. So this is what we're on. Saturday nights, 10 p.m. EST. And we're on Parastream as well on our Wednesday show, which is run by Ian Diver and Ben. But I know his surname begins with K, and he's going to laugh or hate me because I can never, ever remember his surname. So they do Parastream, and they're going to be coming on with some other people. Ben Kennelly, that's it. They're going to be coming on talking about that to help promote what they do as well. So it's all good. Right. So we are done. Thank you, everyone, for coming on. Thank you for sharing all your mad pictures of pure mayhem in Rendlesham. Let's hope we get some more. We've got to. We've got to. Yeah. Anyway, it was nice knowing you all. If we never see anyone ever again, so
yeah, we just slip through a porthole.
You don't know.
There's that. Yeah.
You're in trouble if Andy gets eaten by aliens. I'm in charge.
Yeah. It's all right. You sure on the last 5 minutes.
I know.
The last time I was at Bentwaters, a craft actually come above our heads, and I've seen 2 down there now, but you never know. We might get a lift somewhere. Might take us off somewhere for have a ride round.
Yeah,
I think my imagination's running away with me now.
Yeah, it would be nice. Let's see what happens. So about 12:30, 1 o'clock, I'm going to do a live stream as we drive over to Suffolk. Just to let you know that what's going on and everything else. So that's it. We'll be back on. Did I say Monday?
You did.
Did I?
You did.
Yeah, back on Monday with Eric Mintle. He's going to be talking about his new book. And then it's pretty much every day for the rest of the year, basically. So just keep looking on YouTube and you'll see when we're on. It's other than a Sunday, it's 8:30. Sundays are 5 p.m. UK time. That's the only difference. So
and we're not doing those conversions right now. Just let YouTube tell you when.
Yeah, just look at YouTube and then work out what your time is and where you live and all that. Yeah, too much information. Right, so I'm gonna go because I've got stuff to sort out for tomorrow. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, everyone. Thank you to all the new people in the chat as well for coming in and sharing your information, stories, and content. Really appreciate it. Hope to see you in the chat again soon or next time. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Joe and Elaine for doing the moderating. And we'll see you guys some point tomorrow and again on Monday. So take care, everyone, and good night.
Night.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.